What are you thinking? What are you feeling? I have to know. God, I am after your heart. I'm after your heart. I'm after you. Whatever it sounds like, I am after your heart. I'm after your heart. I'm after you. Jesus, here I am, your favorite one. What are you thinking? What are you feeling? I have to know. Jesus, here I am, your favorite one. What are you thinking? What are you feeling? I have to know. For I am after your heart. I'm after your heart. I'm after you. You know that I am God. I am after your heart. I'm after your heart. I'm after you.
Now, it's very easy to assume that life on earth for Jesus would have been very easy. It wasn't so. And definitely not towards the end. See, his message was so powerful and so revolutionary that when you heard it, you could only react in two ways. You could love him and devote your life to him, or you could just hate him and want to kill him. But ignoring Jesus of Nazareth was hard to do. So, eventually the authorities of that day seized him. They framed him as part of a great conspiracy. He was betrayed by one of his closest friends and arrested on this dark night. Over the next 24 hours, they tried him 6 times. 6 times for a crime that he didn't even commit. Yet, they chose to punish him. Yet, they chose to sentence him to the worst form of death known to mankind. What was the issue? What was their problem? He claimed to be the Son of God. They said that he was guilty of blasphemy, and so they punished him, even though he spoke the truth about himself. Now, as if playing along, Jesus rendered himself absolutely powerless to those who wanted to kill him. Even though he had the vast armies of heaven at his disposal, ready to take him out in an instant, he allowed them to brutally murder him. Yes, he willingly bore the pain and the suffering.
Down the Via Dolorosa in Jerusalem that day, the soldiers tried to clear the narrow street, but the crowd pressed in to see the man condemned to die on Calvary. He was bleeding from a beating, there were stripes upon his back, and he wore a crown of thorns upon his head, and he bore with every step the scorn of those who cried out for noche y día en Jerusalén. Los soldados le abrían paso a Jesús, mas la gente se acercaba para ver al que llevaba aquella cruz. Por la vía dolorosa, que es la vía del dolor, como oveja vino Cristo, Rey y Señor, y fue Él quien quiso ir por su amor, por ti, por mí, por la vía dolorosa al Calvario y a morir. The blood that would cleanse the souls of all men made its way to the heart of Jerusalem. Down the via dolorosa, all the way of suffering, like a lamb came the Messiah, Christ the King. But He chose to walk that road out of His love for you and me. Down the via dolorosa, all the way to
And whilst they were crucifying Him, can you imagine the scene in the heavens as the forces of evil celebrated their plan to kill God's sent Messiah? They felt so close to their greatest victory, they could almost taste it. It was the moment that they had waited for, when they would carry away the Son of God to the grave, and once they had Him dead, the whole world would belong to them. And as for man, man would now be subject to their demonic and evil plans forever.